Just what have the last few days been like for you, man? Just getting the chance to kind of soak in that moment and celebrate a little bit.
I talked to my parents, talked to my grandma. A lot of my old teammates in South Carolina, they called me, because they keep up with me because they knew, like, the way I left, like, things weren't, like, I had to kind of, like, it just wasn't working. So, like, I was there for 5 years, so like, I had a lot of friends there. So, like, a lot of them called me first. Then I talked to my parents, and, like, just knowing that people were happy for me, like, that was a good feeling, because, like, I'm always happy for other people when they do stuff like whether it's football related or outside of football. Like, I'll let them know, I'll give them a call, send them a text, like, hey man, I'm proud of you, like, keep going, like, always supporting you, need something, call me. So, like, when to be that person on the other end and people like reaching out to you, like, hey man, I saw your catch, like, it was awesome. Like, a lot of my old coaches texted me too, so they were watching the games, so they saw it. So just everyone that was supporting me from, like, that I've crossed paths with in college football, like, that was a great feeling, you know.
You said you're usually a pretty quiet, low-key guy. What's all this attention been like the last 48 hours?
I'll be honest, I don't really like it, but it's fine. Like, it's part of what comes with it. I'm a quiet dude. I don't really talk to a lot of people, but I like being around the team. Like, this team has brought me, like, kind of out of that shell. Like, when I was in South Carolina, like, it took me like 2-3 years to get out of that shell. Like, I've been here 11 months and I've already been out of my shell. I don't know if it's because I'm older, like, they're just more accepting, but it's been an easy like adaptation, like, talking to these guys. So, like, with all the attention and stuff like that, like, no, I'm not really a fan of it. Like, I gotta do this today, I got the thing later. I'm just like, man, like after the game Saturday, like, everybody's like, oh, what are you finna do? What are you finna do? I'm like, I'm finna go home, play the game, and talk and lay up with my dog. Like, that's I'm not finna do anything. Like, that's not who I am.
Well, Payton, let's go back to last week, going into the week.
Yeah.
We find out Kyler's not going to play. You
Yeah.
admitted in the post-game press conference or on the radio that you have never returned a punt at collegiate level.
Yeah.
There are guys on this roster who have.
Yeah.
They tapped your shoulder and said, Payton, we believe in you. How much does that mean that the coaching staff chose you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me because, like, could have chose anybody to do it, honestly, but, like, choosing me to do it, and, like, I probably caught 2,000 punts this summer, like, off the foot, off the jug, practice, fall camp. I caught a lot of punts this summer. And I'm like, man, like, I'm catching all these punts. I'm having to stay after practice, get here early, catch punts. I'm like, man, we got to return. I don't need to be doing this. Like, but they're like, and then something like this happens, and I'm like, well, now I'm glad I did it, because, like, the only thing in my mind was, like, God, just get the ball back, man. Like, now I had one that I did not fair catch, and I probably should have fair caught it, but I thought I had more time than I did. But, like, that's just one of those things, like, it comes with experience of doing it, and, like, I realized that now. I took my hit, got okay, like, things happen. But honestly, like, it shows that, like, I may not get, like, the opportunity that I want on offense as much as I want to, but, like, when I get my chance in any way, I just making the most of it, honestly, and just being a team player at the end of the day. Because, like, a returner has to be a team player. Because, like, you go out there and try to be selfish. Like, the one I didn't fair catch was somewhat selfish. I should have caught it because I could have put the team in a bad situation. Like, you can screw the whole game. So that's probably what I said. Like, knowing that they trust me to be a team player, make the right decision, like, it means a lot to me. So.
You also said that your dad and his family were at a wedding during the game. Did you get a full recap in with them? How'd that go?
Dad was at a wedding. I talked to him the next morning. So I called him, or he called me. I talked to him for like 2 hours. We were just talking about football, and we talked about the game, talked about all the people that had called him about it. And, like, he was getting, so one of my best friends from back home, his older sister got married. Like, me and that kid, like, we grew up together. So, like, I'm 23, he's 22. So, like, we played AAU basketball together. We played Little League football together. Like, his dad cut my hair. Like, he was my barber for, like, we're, like, family, like, childhood friends. So, like, his sister was getting married. So, like, I honestly didn't know she was getting married. I didn't know that's where he was. But I was like, bro, like, wedding? Like, come on. But I wasn't going to make it a big deal. But we talked on Saturday, and, talked on Sunday. And he was just letting me know how proud he was of me, and, like, you know, just trusting in the plan that the Lord has for me, like, and really sticking through with it, and knowing that there's been a lot of, like, tough times with this football, a lot more tough than good, honestly, a lot more tough than good. But, like, at the end of the day, like, if you keep your faith and keep your trust in what God has for you, like, good things will come from it, and that's what happened on Saturday. So.
And obviously with Yannick a little banged up, may or may not go this week. You could be getting more reps too. So how do you approach practice the same way this week as you have been?
I mean, yeah, every week I come in, I watch the tape on my own on the iPad. I come to practice, I look at the scripts, I go through the scripts for all three positions, even though I only primarily play in the slot. Like, that's what I prefer to play. But, like, I go through them just in case. You never know what may happen. And I still prepare the same way. I prepare like I always was taught, like prepare like the starter. That's what I do every week. So even though I've never been the starter, but I always prepare like for any given time like I am the starter, because there might be a look in practice that somebody got and like you might not get it, but if it's on the tape, you're expected to learn from it. So like if someone gets that same rep in practice and then you get it in the game and you make the same mistake that he made, then now you're just showing that you're not really paying attention. You're not really buying into what's going on. So I never want to be that person. So I always try to prepare the right way.
Obviously, you guys got to worry about what's going on in the field, but when you see the large group over there without the shirts on and the energy that brought, did you guys kind of notice on the sidelines and go, hey, look what's going on over there?
I mean, I feel like a lot of people did notice what was going on. Like, I saw it, like, me and Quez were over there, we saw it, but, like, at the same time, like, I'm not really paying any attention because, like I know, like, I'm a very quiet dude, but, like, dude, I love, like, watching football. And, like, we're in the midst of, like, a great game. So I'm sitting here watching the game. Like, obviously I'm a part of it, but, like, I'm watching the game, like, seeing what's going on, making sure to be, like, I'm telling Quez on the sideline, like, hey, man, like, this is a big drive right here. We need to stop so we can get the field position back so we can go down and score, like, stuff like that. So, like, that's going on in the stands, but, like, I'm more like, I'm a football guy. Like, so I'm really, like, tuned into the game. Like, when the game ended on Saturday, I went home and turned the Texas-Georgia game on. There was another game on. I got the multi-view. I have YouTube. Yeah, I'm watching games. So, like, I mean, that's cool, whatever. If it gets people hyped up, sure. But, like, not for me. But I'm more of just a ball guy. Like,
what's to say about the team's depth that, you know, you can go in there, you had like 6 catches before this game, you can go in there and make the game winning catch. What's to say about the team?
The team's depth is really good, especially at my position particularly. Like, when I was in the portal, I didn't really realize that until I got here. Like, I didn't realize how talented all the receivers were. Like Ant's a great player. Yannick's a great player. Yannick's going to be a really good player. Ant's a potential NFL guy. Brock is one of the toughest players I've ever been around in my life. Like the way he did against NC State, like, that did not surprise me because the way I saw him practice, because he didn't practice in the spring, so, like, that's when I got here. And what he did against NC State and what he's done this season, like, that's not really no surprise to me because I watch him do that in practice every single day. Like, so, like, Brock and Yannick are really talented players. Then, like, to be, like, playing behind them it's not a knock on who you are. It just shows how good that they are. Because, like, so I feel like in my room specifically, like, that's, like, the talent in that room is insane. Like, especially with those 3, and then, like, to be able to play behind them is not, like, it's not a knock on you. You have to understand that. So, like, so when you get your chance to play, like, you can't mess it up because there's other dudes in the room too that are very talented too. So, like, when you get an opportunity, like, you have to make the most of it. And then that all of us being talented and all of us being able to make plays, the competition in the room makes everyone else better. Like, I know that sounds like coach speak. I used to hear coaches say that all the time. Like, man, like, being able to, like, we're making each other better. I'm like, are we really? I'm like that, but I see it now. Like, it took me, like, I got 3 games left. It took me there's probably 60-something games to realize that, like, being in a good room, it makes people, like, really does make people perform better. So,
coming off that big of a win, how do you kind of carry that into San Antonio this week?
I feel like we should just prepare, like we always talk about this about us, and, like, we're gonna continue to do that. We know we have 2 games left. We got UTSA this week, and that's a big game for us because, like Coach Harrell says all the time, like, every game is a big game because it's the next game, and we only have 12 given opportunities. So, like, if you really think about, like, 12 given opportunities in 365 days, it's not a lot. So, like, every game has a big magnitude, and we're, like, obviously we're on a big stretch right now. I think we won 4 straight. So, like, obviously we want to keep that going, but at the same time, like, we have to know, like, that, like, the preparation can't change. It's still what we have to do, what we've been doing to continue what we want to keep doing. So.